Does this sound like you? How can I possibly engage and connect with buyers that I've never met? Paula, thank you for this question. I loved it that you gave this to me to think about. It's right on. And I realized, you know what, a lot of people are going to have this. Is it possible? And if your whole life you've been selling in a person-to-person context, it's really hard to allow yourself to engage with people this way. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only is it possible, it is mandatory. It is the future. You know, I wanted to share something very personal with you. I have, most of the people that I help, most of my clients, I have never met them, never. I have employees that I've never met. Just think about that. Let that sink in for a second. You know, the very first consulting check I ever got when I quit my job at Constellation was from Deborah Brenner. I helped her start the very first Women of the Vine Symposium. I raised $360,000 in sponsorship for that conference. I spent almost a year working beside Deborah. We talked several times a week for almost a year. And do you know, I never met her. I never met her until the first day of the first conference. This is the world we're in. You need to embrace it and allow it and prosper in it. I don't say this to brag, okay? But I'm on track to do about $480,000 in revenue this year with my company. And I don't leave this office. I don't get on a plane. I hate to travel because I did it for so long. Most of the people I do business with, I have never met. But you know what? This allows me to deal with people all over the world: Australia, New Zealand, Chile, Argentina, France, Spain, Italy. I deal with people everywhere because I'm doing it electronically. So I really know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to share it with you. Maybe this sounds like you too. How do I maintain my passion for wine and spirits? Because it is a very, hedonistic, pleasure-filled way to make a living. But how do you keep that without becoming just a complete tech nerd, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that you can do both. You don't have to abandon one to do the other. And maybe you're just not sure where to go to get all this stuff. I hope that you consider me as a good resource from this day forward. So here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn the tools and the skills that you need to survive and thrive in the new selling environment, where you're going to need all three of these things. You already have two of them now. I want to give you the third one. You already have the product knowledge and the customer relationships. You need to add to it tech for sales. You don't have to abandon the others. You don't have to become somebody you're not. This is where we're going to go today. Now, I promised you that I would show you certain things, and here they are. How to adapt to the big shifts taking place right now. What are the new strategies that you're going to need? The tech tools and software that you're going to need. Where to find training and resources. And I have a rapid fire bonus at the end of the meat of my presentation to talk about who the rock stars are of the industry right now. And they're not masters of wine and master sommeliers. I got nothing against that.